Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This is your brother Gibran. Again, thank you for coming to my channel. And today I want to share with you something that I've been quite passionately working on for some time now. And it's something that will help you really understand the Qur'an. One thing that you need to be clear about is you will never ever get to understand the beauty, the sweetness of the Qur'an until you learn the Arabic language, right? You could learn, you could be reading the translation of the Quran all your life, but you will never ever get to truly taste the sweetness of the Quran unless you learn Arabic. So that's what I want to help you with, and something I've been making for quite some time now that could help you do that is an application that will teach you Arabic. Let's look at the application for a second here, and then we'll get into a little bit more detail on it. Okay. What you'll immediately see are a bunch of rules, right? Arabic is made of a bunch of rules. If you understand those rules, you will be able to analyze the ayat of the Quran using those rules and really make sense out of them. So for example, let's click on one of these rules. Let's go to rule number 20. Okay, as soon as you open the rule, you will find a description of the rule at the top. Really simple, really straightforward. This particular rule is talking about how to make a singular word, right? How to make a word that is in its singular form into a plural form. So for example, you have, for example, a headphone, right? Here's a headphone. How do you say multiple headphones if you have multiple of them, right? Let's look at the example. What you do next is click on the continue button, and what it should show you are a bunch of examples. The first word that you get is shahidun, right? Shahidun means a witness. How do you make a single witness into multiple witnesses? Let's look at the next example. Shahiduna, right? This word represents multiple witnesses. Shahidun and shahiduna. Let's look at the next example. Shakirun. Shakirun is someone who is thankful, is appreciative, right? And it's in the singular form. How do you make that a multiple, plural form? Shakiruna, right? And did you notice something? When you wanted to make a plural out of a singular word, all you have to do is add the una sound at the end, right? So for example, if you scroll up and see these once again, didn't you see this pattern? Shahidun, shahiduna. Shakirun, shakiruna. Bari'un, bari'una. Da'imun, da'imuna. Abidun, abiduna. These una, whenever you hear the sound of una, it automatically makes you think of multiple, right? Now, this is not the only way you can make the plural form out of singular. There are multiple ways to do that. And now it depends on whether you're talking about a male or a female and all of that, but this app will make the concepts very easy for you to do that. I think you're starting to see how simple and easy Arabic is. Let's look at another rule to show you how this application works. Let's look at rule number 29. Now this rule is about using the word antum, right? Antum means you all. You are talking to a male group of people. You are talking to multiple people at the same time. You're not talking to a single one. You're talking to multiple people. How do you make a sentence out of that? So what you'll find, if you look at the first example here, it says antum zalimuna. Do you hear the word? Do you hear the sound of una again? That's the sound for making multiple or plural, right? Zalim is the singular form, and zalimuna is multiple wrongdoers. And you have to use the multiple form when you use antum, right? Because antum is when you're talking to multiple people. Let's look at another example. Antum zalimuna, it's the same one but from a different surah. And by the way, you're not only getting examples, but you're getting examples from the Quran directly, right? That's another beautiful thing about this app. which is in fact I think the most important thing about this app, which is it directly teaches you these Arabic grammar rules from the Quran itself. So not only are you learning Arabic grammar, but you're also improving your Quranic vocabulary, right? Your grammar and your vocabulary is improving at the same time. What's also nice about this application is that you could click on any one of these ayat and see for yourself what the entire ayah looks like. And you can see that the particular part that we are focused on and trying to understand is highlighted. So all of these are examples directly from the Quran teaching you Arabic. And the idea of this application is to take you through all the grammatical rules and teach you using the Quran so that you can build your grammar and that you can build your vocabulary at the same time. And by the time you finish using this application, you come out with someone who has a better understanding of the Arabic used in the Quran, right? I hope you like this video. This application is still being developed. If you would like to be informed when this application is ready, you could come onto the homepage and click on Get Early Access, right? Just hit that button and enter in your email, and inshallah when the application is ready, I will send it to you. Okay? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.